Thank you guys for joining the video for today. So we have some interesting stuff going on here, guys. Fan blueprint for the future of monetary system, improving the old and enabling the new. Speaks about a network or networks unified ledger tokenization CBDC platform, a level playing field. No one ledger will rule them all. Check out the diagram. Look at the example. They use for X potential disintermediation. Now, not saying they're speaking about XRPL, but the shoe fits the description is all I'm saying. And we can see this more often, right? Where all these big institutions like the BIS and IMF are talking about something specific, and you can actually place XRP there because XRP is the only one that is really providing all of these services and integrating this with other systems. As you can see here, today the process of trading securities, settling securities transactions involve multiple parties with myriad of messaging instructions, reconciliation efforts, and money flows involved. Graph D1. Here we can see, guys, that they are talking about CSDS, electronically managed securities, either directly or indirectly. So here you can see this diagram, guys. Exchange of security tokens, Stellar's constellation, Buyer's constellation. Now this is all a system, and you can see central securities, depository, right? So you can see here smart contracts, use cases enabling the new. Beyond improving existing processes, a unified ledger could open the door to entirely new types of arrangement and transactions. Now, what do they mean with a unified ledger? Look at this. Tokenization can be a major leap for the monetary system, but current isolated initiatives have a better chance to flourish if they rely on the foundation of trust that central bank money provides, right? They want to have a central authority. They do not want just anyone or a company or an institution or a fintech company to be in charge of a centralized unified ledger. So if they make this unified ledger, it is going to be very likely that there is a central authority like the BIS or IMF involved. And look at this. Here he actually speaks about this, guys.
Tokenization is more than just a digital representation of money and assets. It involves digital representation on a programmable platform, which means that tokens can incorporate the rules and logic governing transfers, as well as the information about the asset itself. Now, currently, money and other claims reside in separate databases that are connected through third-party messaging systems, meaning that transactions need to be reconciled separately before being settled with finality. Tokenization makes all this one seamless operation. Tokenization is well suited to resolve incentive and information problems. Think of an example where a buyer would like to pay when the goods are delivered, while the seller would like to deliver the goods when the buyer pays. Tokenization can solve this problem by executing both transactions at the same time. Two real-world applications discussed in the chapter are resolving foreign exchange settlement risk and unlocking supply chain finance. A unified ledger with CBDCs can make full use of the ability of central bank money to knit together diverse elements of the financial system. In this sense, the full potential of tokenization can be harnessed by having central bank money reside on the same venue as other tokenized claims.
Now here you can see, guys, he clearly talks about a unified ledger, right? Is there any other technology that can really do that? Well, if we look around and we see how many banks are working and institutions with Ripple, it is not very far-fetched. The standard is coming whether you like it, agree with it, or hate it. Documents don't lie, right? And that's just what it is, guys. SWIFT confirms that facilitation of ISO adoption will continue for X-border payments, but also that interoperability will be extended with domestic systems such as the Bank of England, Eurozone system. SWIFT will launch its migration to ISO 202 for cross-border flows in November. APIs are increasingly used in the security space, and standardized API solutions are currently worked on. It is also foreseen that tokenization and crypto assets will be supported. This is all happening, guys. And whether people like it or not, but the 1st of July, we also have the FedNow service kicking off. So the timing of everything is not coincidence. Ripple partner Finostra, 60% of banks are collaborating with fintechs on DLT and APIs. Listen, guys, whether it's now or whether it's 2030 or 2025, it is going to happen. It is guaranteed to happen that they will use XRP. The IMF acting with the World Bank as a central bank of central banks, with XRP being used as a means of settlement between them. The central idea is still built around an international non-national currency, and XRP could just fit the bill. It already does in most ways. The IMF acting together with the World Bank as a central bank for central banks could use XRP as settlement means between the banks of the world while keeping balance along with bilateral relationships. Mrs. Lagarde didn't come out and spoke overtly about XRP adoption, but she espoused a series of ideas in which XRP could fit perfectly as the system's working currency. Besides that, Ripple is already working alongside 50 or 40 or 50 of the world's central banks. The IMF's leader has singled out Ripple in the past, calling it a disruptor, for instance, above other digital asset, which shows that she's very well about Ripple, its technologies and its currency. And do not forget that it is almost a regulated currency as well. So if it passes regulation, guys, this will be very, very likely. What you can read here is going to happen once we surpass that regulation point. Look who we have here. Nate Hinman has entered the arena. Let's take a look.
Quick intro for myself. My name is Nate Hinman. I'm one of the directors at Plug and Play, covering our enterprise tech program. We focus on several different technologies. Cybersecurity is definitely one of them. Artificial intelligence, machine learning are also high up on our priority list. Plug and Play is a global innovation platform, and what we do is connect Fortune 1000 organizations to emerging startups with technologies relevant for their specific industry. So think of us as sort of a matchmaker, finding best of breed emerging solutions for various use cases within our corporate partner network.
Now that we know about Plug and Play, where Bill Hinman's son was director of enterprise tech, is invested in Evertas, which was funded by Hashkey, including others. Hashkey also funded Prometheum alongside Wang Xiang. Evertas president and co-founder is also X Enterprise Ethereum. All connecting together. How crazy is that? They even saw a picture, guys, with Vitalik Buterin and this guy, so Nate Hinman and also Bill Hinman, all together. As you can see here, Evertas president and founder is X Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. They are all in this together apparently. And once they start investigating this, guys, everything will come to light. And it was what we were saying before, right? That all of this is just corruption. Patience is virtue. Know our emotions say now, but our heads must say later, guys. You have to stay clear. You have to understand that it will take time. But we ain't crazy, guys. Again, right? 63% of banks are collaborating with fintechs on DLT and APIs. It is not coincidence, guys, that all of this is now happening. So here you can see that Bill Hinman's son was a venture investor in an Ethereum startup. And the picture of him and Vitalik and Buterin was also here in this tweet, but it's not. Here you can see Evertas raises $14 million, which Hashkey participated in. Evertas president and founder is X Enterprise Ethereum Alliance, right? More pictures, more evidence that they were all in this together, guys. This is what the XRP community is finding. Almost every day there's new connections and new things that show that this is all an inside job, guys. And as you can see here, April 2017 till December 2018. Is it coincidence, guys? Let me know. What do you think? I don't think that this is coincidence. All these connections, and we have seen the Bill Hinman emails. This is not coincidence. Again, thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.